Hi everyone, and you're very welcome to Premier League Projectatron, the prediction site with a difference. Today we are focusing on the All-London clash as Chelsea host Arsenal. Chelsea are coming off of a 1-0 win away to Sporting Lisbon, and Arsenal rebounded from last week's disappointment in the North London derby with a 4-1 home victory over Galatasaray. Rory, Chelsea, Arsenal, how do you see this going?
Chelsea victory. Straight up, I'm saying Chelsea victory, just because recent history has favoured Chelsea here. The last 10 times these teams have met, Chelsea have won 6. And there have been 2 draws and 2 Arsenal victories. And last year it was a complete disaster for Arsenal. It was that infamous 6-0 where just everything went wrong from the kickoff, really. And I don't see this Arsenal team having improved much since then. The Chelsea team have improved quite significantly. I think they've cast out all the dead wood and they brought in a lot of great players. They're looking sharp, they're looking fresh, and they're hungry. They're going to be at home, and they're going to be against an Arsenal team who are there for the taking. Both these teams are undefeated so far. Arsenal have only won 2 games. They've drawn the other 4 in the league. When we were doing the Chelsea City game, I said that City can't afford to let Chelsea get too far ahead. I don't know if Arsenal have any title aspirations this year. I don't think they realistically should, but if they were to entertain anything like that and they wanted to pick up points where last season points eluded them, I think they need to get a result here. They won't. Chelsea's midfield is too dominant. Their strike force will be, Diego Costa will be back, or he claims he'll be back, and I can see him making mincemeat of Mertesacker and Koscielny. So I'm going to nail this on for a Chelsea victory. I think Arsenal will play out of their skin, but they're not going to win. So I'm going to say just 2-0. 2-0 for Chelsea. Probably Diego Costa getting a goal, maybe a goal from midfield as well, just to make it a little bit spicier. I'm going to say a red card.
Do you care to venture a guess as to who gets the red card?
It'll be somebody unexpected from Arsenal. It'll be Oxlade-Chamberlain or someone, because he should have gotten sent off last year. So
you know who I fancy for a red card?
Go on.
Colin Chambers.
Chambers.
He's already 4 bookings deep. For the season,
and he's 6 games. That's not bad.
And he's going to be presumably lining up maybe against Eden Hazard.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So you're going with a 2-0 victory for Chelsea.
Mm-hmm.
I'm inclined to agree with you. It's going to be a Chelsea win. I think that it's probably going to be a Chelsea win, but they'll concede. Chelsea's midfield, you're right, should be far too much for Arsenal, especially if you look at how Arsenal fared last week against Tottenham and then again during midweek. The base of that defence and the base of the midfield covering the defence is Flamini and Arteta, and as soon as they lost Arteta against Tottenham, they lost all shape and all semblance of solidity. And Flamini I don't think Flamini has the legs to be playing three games in a row anymore, 3 top level games in a row. Unfortunately for Arsenal, they don't have any other depth there. They can play Ramsey deep, but Ramsey isn't going to be there. Mm-hmm. They can play Wilshere deep, but he definitely hasn't got the tactical intelligence for that. And after that, is Abu Diaby still alive?
I think he is, yeah, somewhere.
Well,
I haven't seen a picture of him.
He may be forced to make an appearance, but I'm not convinced he's going to make any difference. Arsenal should be able to score because Chelsea have been a little bit leaky in the big games, and they haven't been winning solid 1-0s as in Mourinho's first term at the club, which brought so much success. But I don't think that Arsenal are going to be able to keep out Chelsea. Chelsea should control the game, definitely. And Arsenal, while I fancy them to have probably a goal in the first half and a good run of possession, and probably a little run of dominance as well as Chelsea settle down into the game, I think that once Chelsea get their foothold in the game, which will probably be an equaliser in the first half, they'll score at least 1, maybe 2 in the second half. I'm going to go for a 3-1 win for Chelsea at home.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds about right, because in the first 6 games of the season, Chelsea have conceded 7 goals. You're right, that's quite un-Mourinho-like, but they've also scored 19, so that's not so much of an issue.
It's not a disaster.
Yeah,
but I think just coming off of a tricky away tie during midweek, when Chelsea realistically could have won by more but didn't take the chances that came to them, I think they're going to be a little bit slow, a little bit sluggish starting off, and your Sunday afternoon is going to end up with them firing on all cylinders in the second half and taking Arsenal for 3. What about Projectatron?
Projectatron thinks this is going to be a thriller. It's going to go 3-2 in favour of Arsenal, the visitors. Wow. Yeah. Starting off with a goal from Mesut Özil, finally coming out of his slump to show Chelsea what for. before the Belgian wonder Eden Hazard comes back and equalises. Then Danny Welbeck is going to hit Chelsea for 2 to give Arsenal a 3-2 lead. Hazard is going to score again with 5 minutes to go to give Chelsea some hope, but there is none because Arsenal win. Projectron,
Projectron booking the trend.
Exactly, yeah, putting itself out there. 3-2. Exciting.
Okay, so there you have our projections. Rory is going with a 2-0 home victory for Chelsea. I'm going with a 3-1 home victory for Chelsea. But Projectron is going against both of us and picking a 3-2 away win for Arsene Wenger's boys. Don't forget to join us next week for more Premier League Projectron. Check out our Premier League Podjectatron. And our NFL Projectatron for the week is the Cincinnati Bengals at the New England Patriots. We hope to see you on all of those. We look forward to talking to you next week. And until then, enjoy the football.